When I first started looking to get started with print on demand, I was thinking I needed way more money than I actually ended up needing to even start. And as a stay-at-home mom who really didn't have a lot of excess funds, every dollar mattered. So today I'm walking you through how you can start print on demand for less than $100. And yes, I know $100 sounds like a lot. There are cheaper ways to do it. So comment secret and I'll send you my super duper cheap way to get started with print on demand. But for now, I feel like $100 is a good start and it gets you serious about starting a business, because if you don't invest in your business, whether that be through time or research, you need to invest financially. So let me break down how you can get started with just $100, a completely new shop. Let's go. When I first started, I thought I needed way more than I actually did. I was thinking ads, software, products, a website, email marketing, just kept piling up more and more and more, distorting really what I thought it was going to take to start a business. And that became super discouraging. And honestly, it felt overwhelming because when I started print on demand, it was about 5 years ago, and we had just moved down to Tennessee. I was home all day by myself with 2 kids, and it was a lot. Didn't know anyone. I didn't have the means to go out and get a job, and getting a job and then paying for daycare just like canceled each other out. So my option essentially was to do something that kept me at home. And I ended up finding print on demand. When I first got into it, I overloaded myself with tutorials and YouTube videos and just thought, man, I'm not smart enough to do this. I don't have the money to start. I can't do this. It's not for me. But then I found ways with certain suppliers where you could really start for $20 or even less, which kind of gave me a foot in the door to the world of print on demand. So then I found a supplier that I could connect with Gumroad. And Gumroad is essentially like a platform. It's completely free to list and host your products. Just when you make a sale, they take a percentage of your sale. And so I just kind of built that into the price. I had a shop set up. I had maybe 10 items and I started making sales. I then eventually moved my little Gumroad shop to Etsy and then started making sales there. So let's say you were just starting and you're not really sure where to even start. As a stay-at-home mom with limited funds, I understand. That was me 5 years ago. And $20 back then, $100 back then felt like a lot, and it still does now. But when I stripped it down and kind of saw where and what I needed to spend money on to start a print-on-demand business, I realized I could open a real business with about $100. So I'm going to show you today how to do it. I realized that most beginners, they don't fail because of budget. They fail because they spend money without a plan. And then $300 later, they don't really have anything to show for it. So I'm going to help you avoid that, have a plan, and give you a cost projection idea to help make starting print on demand a little less scary. Okay, so if we were just starting from scratch today, this is how I would start print on demand with Gelato with $100. And we're not even going to spend all of it. If I were starting today, I'm keeping it simple. One niche, one product, one clear customer. And Gelato works really well for beginners because you don't have to have inventory. Everything is only made until after it is ordered. This is kind of the whole alluring part of print on demand because it is not printed until it is in demand or ordered, saving you the headache of having to keep a bunch of boxes or inventory in your space, or kind of eliminating that, I guess, looming doom feeling of buying a bunch of inventory and then not being able to sell it. So with print on demand, that all goes away. Also, there's no minimum orders. This protects you and your buyer. You don't feel like you have to have a order requirement in order to make your money or actually earn a profit. Gelato also offers global fulfillment, which is great because I cannot tell you what it takes to ship something from the US to New Zealand or the US to somewhere in India. Thankfully, Gelato handles all of the shipping and handling logistics. And Gelato also has super high quality products. Don't feel cheap. They're really well made, which is super important for those 5-star reviews and returning customers. And that matters when you're starting small. This is what I'm spending my budget on. 3 things only: your shop, your supplier, and how you're creating your designs. First, a clean storefront. I can start an Etsy shop for $29, and then every time I create a listing, it's 20 cents. I can get 25 listings up on my Etsy shop for $5. There's $35 right there. Or I can open a Shopify website. I have a special link below that will get you your first 3 months for only $1 each. That's $3 for your first 3 months. After that, it's $40 a month. But hopefully by then you are making sales to pay for your Shopify subscription. And with Shopify, you don't have to pay anything extra to list your products. You could have 1,000 products and it's still only going to be $40 a month. It's not the same with Etsy. After you have your storefront, you're going to choose a supplier. We're going with Gelato for this example. Gelato is completely free to use and it connects super easily with Etsy and Shopify. Again, super free to integrate your shops or connect them together to Gelato. And then it's free to create the products, add them to your shop, add your designs. It's all free when you use Gelato. Now you can upgrade to Gelato Plus, which is going to give you some extra tools and services for you to kind of upgrade your shop, but I wouldn't worry about doing that when you first start. But it is something to keep in mind, especially Gelato's personalization studio, their mock-up studio, and branded inserts. And Gelato Plus, you can start it for $20 a month. If it's something you want to try out, check it out. I have that link down below for you to try it out for yourself. Next, we're worrying about designing. And for designing to start, head for Kittl or Canva. Both of those are about $15 a month. And they handle everything from designing, mock-up creation, even like social post creation, and they both have really cool AI features and tools as well. Your grand totals for both, if you're using Etsy with all the bells and whistles and Gelato Plus, is less than $100. And if you're using Shopify, all the bells and whistles, Gelato Plus, that is $100 flat. No ads, no random uploads, and not trying to sell everything at once. Just focusing on a plan, those 3 steps, and proving my concept. You can start with $100. It's not too complicated. The goal with $100 isn't to get rich fast. Goal is validation, to build, to just frickin' start. And once you know that people buy, scaling becomes a lot easier and way less stressful. Print on demand does not require a huge budget. I showed you how to do it with just $100. And yes, I know it's hard to say just $100 when things are the way they are right now, but it takes investing in a business to treat it like a legitimate business. Print on demand, it's not get rich overnight, and it's not something you should treat like a hobby. It is a legitimate business that can earn you legitimate money. If you're starting with limited money, Gelato, Shopify's $3 for your first 3 months, and utilizing other tools or suppliers, it makes it possible without cutting corners. You're still going to have a good shop at the end, even if your budget is a little bit lower. I've tried a bunch of different options when it comes to setting up a print-on-demand shop because when I first started, I had to be very frugal about it. So if that's you, comment secret and I'll send you how you can do it for even cheaper than $100. Because I know the struggle. Trying to justify if that $30 start fee or $40 a month to keep a subscription is really worth it. It's hard to kind of have that mindset of investing in your business when things are just really tough. So, with your $100 budget, are you starting an Etsy? Are you starting a Shopify? Are you going to comment secret and find out an even cheaper way to do it? I want to know. Tell me in the comments. Until then, I can't wait to see what you create. See you later, Rebel.